Now, everywhere this is the season of WAEC, right? WAEC practical is tomorrow. Now, some knowing how to prepare bulk solutions for WAEC acid and bases for the practical is a problem in some schools. Some students don't know how to do it, and some teachers don't know how to do it. It's not the work of the student, but students need to know how to do it because a question like that may come in theory. But some teachers don't really know how to prepare these solutions, right? So this video is for both the students of chemistry and teachers regarding preparing bulk solutions for WAEC practical chemistry. Now, I formulated this question, right? Where I used to send white paper to teachers to instruct them of the kind of question that they will write, right? And what they need to prepare. So I formed this question now in line with what they used to tell teachers, right? So that you know how to do these things. Now the question here said that prepare a bulk solution of the acid HCl to each student. Give 150 cl cube of a dilute hydrochloric acid in a cup flask or bottle. This should be all the same, containing 8.0 cl cube of concentrated HCl per dm cube of solution, right? Now they want you to prepare a dilute solution, a box solution of dilute solution of hydrochloric acid, right? Where you can share to all the students sitting for the exam in your school. So when you and the 150 cl cube you are giving to each student must contain the same concentration, and that concentration will be what? 8.8 cl cube of concentrated HCl per dm cube of solution. That is to say that every 1 dm cube of water you will add 8.0 cl cube of concentrated HCl, the one that is in big bottle inside your lab, right? Now good. Okay, let's say your school has 40 students. For example, your school has 40 students, and they say that each student must have 150 cl cube of dilute hydrochloric acid. So 150 cl cube times 40, right? 40 students is equals to what? 6,000 cl cube. 6,000 cl cube. Now give room for miscellaneous in case of students that their own will finish, or students that will spill their own on the floor. So plus extra just give room for extra 500 cl cube. Extra 500 cl cube equals to 6,500 cl cube. 6,500 cl cube, that is what you need to, the cl cube of the cl cube solution you need to prepare to serve your school for this WAEC exam, for example. Are you with me? Good. Now use your school. Some school have measuring cylinder, right? That is measuring cylinder that used to have 1 dm cube. Some have 2 dm cube old. In my secondary school, I think we have 1 and 2, 1 dm cube, 2 dm cube. Now if your school have 1 dm cube, the teacher should measure it to the 1 dm cube mark, 6 of it, then measure half of it, 500, and put inside a jerry can or big bowl where he or she will turn the solution, right? Now after doing that, then they say that the solution will contain 8.0 cl cube of concentrated HCl. Now for the conc HCl, 8.0 times, now 6,500 cl cube is equal to 6.5 dm cube. Is equal to 6.5 dm cube. Abi good. Now 8.0 times 6.5 dm cube. This will give you 8.0 times 6.5. This will give you 52, right? 52 cl cube. So you have to measure 52 cl cube of concentrated HCl and add into this volume of water. 6.5 dm cube of water you have added to a basin or into a jerry can. Then it is better to add into a jerry can so that you can turn it, shake it for a uniform, to make a uniform solution. Now after shaking it, now what we now have there is what? 6.5 dm cube of a dilute solution of hydrochloric acid. That is what you have. Then from it now, start giving your student, to each one give him or her 150 cl cube to serve him or her in that practical chemistry, right? That is what WAEC is asking you. So when you have shared it to each student, you see, remember you added extra 500 cl cube, you still have small left in case of students who their own is not enough, maybe they finish their own before the practical end, or people who speed their own, or any accidental process. Are you there? So that is that about that. When you have done this for the acid, also do for the base, right? You also prepare, because you need to, WAEC already know some of the sensitive figures here, so they want to know how well you as a teacher can prepare this, because if you cannot prepare this, that is the beginning of failure for your students or for your school. That is the beginning of failure, because this concentration matters very well. This concentration 8.0 cn cube of concentrated acid per dn cube of solution. Are you with me? So if WAEC want 8.0, and you in your, why you as a teacher, while preparing, you put 9, or you put 8.5, or you put 7.8, it cannot give the practical chemistry of your students is already altered by you. They cannot give, their color change will not happen in time when it's supposed to happen. Do you get it? Because, or it can happen before time, because of what? Either more concentration or less concentration that you put. So you know, you're supposed to know how to balance. You remember when I added what is it called? When I added when we added, because we added 500 cn cube of solution extra, 500 cn cube of water extra, that is half dn cube. We also added 4 4 4 cn cube of concentrated acid, right? Because normally 8 times 6 dn cube. 8 times 6 is supposed to be 48. So when we added half dn cube, we added 4, half of this. That is why it is 52. That's why we did it 8 times 6.5 direct. 8 times 6.5 direct. Are you with me? So we added it so that to balance it, assuming that we only brought 8 cn cube of concentrated acid for the 6 dn cube, which is 48, and we did not make a room for the extra 44 cn cube for the 500 cn cube of water we added, then our concentration is not enough. It has been diluted over than what WAEC expected. Is that clear? So this is what WAEC is expecting of us. So when you have done it and done it for the base, you now start sharing it to the students, where the students will record everything, even the concentration given. Then they move over to the identification of ions. Now there are reagents that WAEC expect the school to provide for the students. If you need HCl, if you need